Hello and welcome. Today I'm sharing my family's favourite easy to bake fish pie. The full list of ingredients and the recipe are all in the description below. In this recipe I've used two types of fish, 100 grams of smoked salmon and about 500 grams of cod. We begin by setting some water on in a medium-sized pan, and in the meantime we're going to peel and cut our potatoes into large chunks. Pop them into a pan of hot water and then leave them to boil until they're softened. Once the potatoes are cooked, we're going to drain the water. Next, we're going to add some butter to the potatoes whilst they're still hot. And then using a masher or a large fork, begin to mash the potatoes. And you'll see that the butter begins to just melt in. Then add your seasoning, so some salt and some black pepper. Add a dash of milk and continue to mash until you've got a smooth consistency. The next step in this recipe now is to prepare the sauce. In a separate pan then, we're going to melt the butter on low heat. Once the butter's melted, then begin to add the flour and start to whisk. And you'll see that the butter and flour soon come together as a smooth mixture. The next step is to slowly start adding the milk. And to make sure that our sauce doesn't end up lumpy, it's important to keep the heat as manageable as possible. So low to medium heat, and keep whisking. Once it's thickened and it's almost ready, we're going to add some salt and pepper to season it. Add in the chopped parsley and the grated cheese. Now take your sauce off the heat and then begin to add your fish pieces into the sauce. Make sure the fish pieces are fully immersed in the sauce, then pop the lid on and leave it all to stand for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, set your oven on to preheat, so it needs to be 390 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 200 degrees Celsius. Next, transfer the fish and its sauce mixture into a non-metal oven dish, then stir in the mixed vegetables. Add the mashed potatoes and then use a fork to spread the mash evenly across the pie. And lastly, top off the pie with grated cheese. This fish pie is now ready for baking or for freezing. If you're baking from fresh, then it's going to take between 30 and 40 minutes. If you're going to be baking the pie in the future and you want to freeze it, then cover it up with aluminium foil and making sure that your dish is both oven proof and freezer proof. You'll know the pie is baked and ready when it's golden on the outside and the potatoes are crispy. Well, this fish pie is one of my all-time favourite comfort foods. I hope you enjoy it too. Thank you for watching.